You know, high roll?
Yeah, sure.
I'm using like dice that you can't see on camera very well, but I'll use big dice. Here we go. So I rolled a 7.
Oh, overtime.
10.
Oh boy.
Beat that.
Yeah. Huh? I'll tie that. Okay, the
We're just gonna play dice all afternoon.
It's a Yahtzee or something.
9.
9. The most I've done is 3 ties in a row. There you go.
7.
It's 7.
All right, I'll take the play, Todd.
So I don't know how much shuffling is really beneficial. But
7 mash shuffles should theoretically fully randomize your deck. Here at MTG and me, we strive for 100% randomness all the time.
yes, even when it's not in our favor, which is usually the outcome. We have no control over that, but we can complain about it.
That's right.
All right, so
I'll give you a cut here.
sure, cut yours.
Cut my deck.
All right,
And then I'll say good luck to you, sir.
you likewise. Okay, so there.
Round 1.
That's okay. 1, 2, 3. Is it a keeper? Oh, Mully. There's a Mully. People are texting me.
It's Trixie. I could lose the game keeping this hand.
Ugh. Yuck, 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 yuck.
I'll give it a try. I'll keep this, Todd.
Let me see here.
You probably shouldn't show the camera because I could see it.
Oh shit!
I won't look, but that's what I got. Here, I'll look away.
All right, here's what I have. I'm going to take a chance and hopefully I draw into my 3rd color. So, I guess you're on the play.
I am. So I'll start with a swamp.
Okay.
And I'll say go.
Draw. Sweetness, I got my land. Okay, so,
Your camera is stupid.
I'll play a swamp also, and I'll pass the turn back to you.
All right, draw. It's not going exactly how I hoped. Forest. And I'll say go. Maybe we'll both have a little bit of a slow draw.
Maybe. I can't play you. Not yet.
Maybe not. Thrill kill.
Yeah, so I have a choice of either unleashing him or not, right?
Yeah, if you unleash, he can't block.
But the whole point of having Death Touch, the value of Death Touch is to block. So I will keep it as is.
Okay,
Keep it honest.
I'll draw. Play a forest. Let's see. That would be a 4 play. So I'll say go.
All right. Still seeing everything in the screen here, Charles?
Yep. The camera. This is where I gotta fix. It's like for some reason it decides to start bouncing. Like the autofocus is off. Give me a second. I'll play with it. In frame is perfect. This thing where it's doing it won't show, but because it's manually focused. But that's a reasonable compromise. We'll just play with the cards on the table.
All right, Charles. I'm gonna swing in for 1.
Okay, well, I will accept that damage.
Okay.
Go to 19.
And I will second main. I will cast a sorcery because I heard you could.
This thing you can do in Magic now.
Wow, what a feature! And I will do this, sir.
Yeah, Glimpse the Unthinkable, sure. 1. Then I'll put them here so that people can see what I put in the graveyard. Rot Farm, that's unfortunate. Fireball, yep, 2, 3, 4. Some good stuff. 5, 6, some removal. 7, 8, 9. That's a lot of Forest Tod. And my Genesis Wave. Well, that is sad. As Minar would say, that's
that is
unfortunate.
Unfortunate. All right, I'll pass turn to you.
All right, I'll draw.
That'll do for now.
So hopefully you're not recurring these. That's where it gets really tricky. So I'll tap 4 for a Corpse Jack Menace. So it reads, if 1 or more +1 counters be put on a creature, put twice that many instead.
Okay.
I'll say go. What I'm worried about now is your ability to recur Glimpse the Unthinkable.
Well, we'll get there. Cross that bridge when we get there. I'm going to play Gnawing Wilds.
Yep.
I'm going to sack it. And I'm going to go looking for, well, I don't have to look far, it was on the bottom, right here. Tapped.
Flames.
So I don't have to shuffle my deck really, it just went to the bottom first. So there's that.
It's called a shortcut, folks.
Shortcut. All right, and I think I am going to exile him so you can gain 4 life.
Sure.
On me.
Once again, unfortunate.
I will swing in for 1.
I'll take 1. Go 22.
Okay, second main. Pass it to you.
Draw. Yeah, it's very unfortunate.
I'm not messing around with counters and stuff. I could get out of hand too fast for my liking.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, that untaps. I'll tap. Play Roshin Meanderer. And I'll pass to you. Probably why you playing the white. Good reason to play white.
All right. I will pay 2. Bring out Auriok Champion.
Yep, protection from black and red.
So what happens when you're part red and part green and they collide?
So he would have protection from it. Like, so if you attacked with Auriok Champion, I just couldn't block with Roshin Meanderer. Conversely, if I attacked with Roshin Meanderer and you blocked with Auriok Champion just wouldn't take any damage.
Oh, so
yeah.
that's value for sure.
Yeah.
This point, yeah.
Yeah, it's a good card.
Yep. Okay. So that's. I'll pass the turn back to you.
All right. So I'll tap this. Draw. Well, let's see. Let's see what Todd has or does. I'm gonna tap 2 green. Tap 2 for X. Tap 4 for X. I'll Genesis Hydra X6. To resolve.
It resolves.
Okay, so when you cast Genesis Hydra, you reveal the top X cards of your library. You may put any non-permanent card with converted mana cost X or less from among them onto the battlefield. Then shuffle the rest into your library. So I reveal 6 cards. 1, 2 Ivy Elementals, 3 Ivy Elementals, 4. This is going to be sad. 5, because this is bullshit. Because
what were you
I
looking
don't
for?
a non-land permanent, but if I put an Ivy Elemental out now, it just dies. So I actually get no value off my Genesis Hydra, and then I shuffle these. Well, I get a 6/6 Genesis Hydra. Shuffle these cards into my library. My very small library now.
It's a little thin.
Yeah. Could still win, but
So this is your graveyard?
yeah.
That's a real stack and a half, I'll tell you.
Yeah. Play 40 cards. But I do have a 6/6 Hydra, so that's something. And I'll pass it back.
Okay. It's quite imposing. Well, I like to see that. What am I going to do here? Okay. Well, how many cards have you had? So
5.
5, yeah, so a few.
Well, I haven't been doing much. That's been you. You've been doing everything.
I'm gonna do something a little gutsy.
You gained a life, by the way, on last turn, because
Yeah.
any creature that enters.
Right. Yes. So for a second. Actually, what do I want to do here? I'll pass the turn back. Actually, no. Yeah, I'll pass the turn back to you. Yeah,
All right.
It's
Well,
a hard choice.
I'll
Hard choice to make.
untap, draw. Going to tap once, tap Roshin Meanderer for 4, and I'll cast an Ivy Elemental X4.
Okay.
Resolves?
Yep.
So I have an Ivy Elemental X4. Then
You're not done, I bet.
we'll go. Yeah, it's interesting. I think I'll pass it back to you.
Okay.
It's probably the better play.
So that's a 4/4. Yes, 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 yes. Hang on, I'll do it now. I'll destroy all creatures. Oh, did I gain a life?
About the Ivy Elemental? No, you gained that.
Yeah.
In response, I'm going to tap 3, cast Inspiring Call, which allows me to draw a card for each counter I control with a +1 counter on, and then those creatures gain Indestructible. So I draw 2 cards.
Yeah.
These 2 cards are indestructible. They just don't die. And Roshin Meanderer dies, correct? And your 2 creatures die. And I got 2 cards. Not bad, eh?
Go.
All right. draw. I'm going to tap green, floating green. I'm going to play a Gruul Turf, enters the battlefield tapped, return green to my hand. I'm floating green.
It's a good little uncommon. Kind of pissed on my cornflakes. So.
Then I'll tap 3, cast an Ivy Elemental X3. Then we'll go to combat. I'll attack for 10.
Okay.
And I'll pass it back to you.
Okay. Okay, this guy gets +1/+1 for every creature in your graveyard.
All right. I have 1, 2, 3 creatures in my graveyard. So we'll put a counter on it, but I think it's a dynamic effect, so it just tracks what's in the battlefield.
Yeah.
Yep. So a 1/1 lifelink currently.
Yep. Okay. Pass it back to you.
All right. We'll untap. Draw. I'll play Forest. Okay, let's go tap 4, cast Hunt the Weak. It puts a +1 counter on a target creature I control, then that creature fights target creature you don't control. So I'll put a +1 counter on Ivy Elemental, have it fight White of Precinct 6.
Okay.
So he has 4 damage marked. Then we'll go to combat. And I'll attack the team.
Yeah, block here.
Block there. Yeah, you gain 1 life, but then you take 3, 8, so you take 7 effectively. Go down to 5. And I'll pass it back. Thrill Kill, another Death Touch. And a Doorkeeper.
Alright, that's my play.
One tap. Oops. Draw. Play Forest. Tap. I wonder how we do this. Oh, that's how. Tap 3 for Inspiring Call. Draw a card for each creature I control with a +1 counter on it, then they gain Indestructible. So I draw 3. 1.
Does that circumvent Death Touch?
Yeah, they just don't die to Death Touch. 2, 3. Put that here. I can do it. I can do it. Watch this. I don't even have to attack. Tap 2. Channel. Oh, I can't do it. Oh, I just wasted it.
Yeah, you need your red.
Because I needed the red. Yeah.
Wah.
Well, you know what I have in my hand now.
Yeah.
All my creatures
I
are
know what's coming next turn.
Yeah. I'll still go to combat and attack since my creatures are indestructible. I killed the channel though. That's sad. I would have had the channel fireball on camera.
Can't get it all. Okay. So it looks like I'll be taking 3.
Yep. And your 2 creatures die. And I'll pass it back to you.
You had to have a bloody
Damn it.
indestructible card in your hand.
See, like I had the card in hand. I just messed it up. That's magic for me. Messing it up.
I kill him.
Yep. Power 3 or less. Sure. Dies.
But that's about all. I could use a few more land cards. But okay, cool. Well, it was a fun game.
Yeah. So we untap, and I fireball X whatever. Boom. All right.
Yep.
Game 2.
Then you have counters to counter that. So, yep.
I gotta be honest though, Todd, at the beginning I was really sweating. I was like, oh crap, like he took all my stuff right away, and all I'm left with is a handful of stuff that doesn't do anything. And then when I whiffled on the Genesis Hydra, I was like, I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah, Paul, you had the indestructible card there too,
Yeah.
luckily in your hand. That kind of saved your bacon there.
It did, yeah. It just goes to show though, you shouldn't give up. Don't give up till it's like it is clear that there is no out. You should always play to your out. I think that's what you're supposed to say. Play to your out.
Yeah, never say fail.
Yeah. Play as though you are going to draw the out that will let you not lose.
The Hail Mary top decking card that turns the table around 180.
Exactly. I'll show you the other deck after. Just show it to you. It's pretty funny.
So when does the Unstable come out? December?
December 14th or 16th. I'm gonna draft that too. It looks like it'll be a lot of fun to draft.
Because the big cards are sort of Dungeons and Dragons in there.
That's pretty. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. I have one of those already.
Yeah. Definitely want to get a full set of those lands. They're really nice.
The lands are really nice.
Foil would be ideal, but at least just the regular ones would be really great.
Even pre-order those lands. They're selling for $2 to $3 a piece. So, like your pack EV is somewhere around $80 just off land. Like your booster box EV.
Yeah, that's right. And every pack has a land.
Every pack has a land, and every pack has a foil token. So some of the foil tokens might be worth a couple bucks.
How about foil version of the full art? And that set's worth what?
Oh, I haven't seen the pre-orders. I think companies just weren't setting up pre-order because they don't know how much the product will sell. But like, I bet you a foil on what is it called? Unstable?
Yep.
Yeah, like a foil island's probably going to be $10 or $15 easy.
And of course, after this passes, right, if you hang on to them, people will probably.
Yeah, traditionally, like the full art lands have sort of held some value. Like as much as we poo-poo the dearth of full art lands now we have from Hour and from Amonkhet and Battle for Zendikar, like still realistically, go to a card shop, they're still charging $0.25 for them. Sometimes more for a specific art. So that tells you like people are still put a premium on these. I say give it a couple of years and they'll probably go back up, unless it just becomes a regular thing that they're constantly reprinting full art lands.
Yeah, because there was a time where up to Zendikar, there wasn't much at all, and it was a big deal when they announced that.
Yeah, it was the 2 unlands, and then in the original Zendikar there was full art lands, and then there had been nothing for like 7-8 years.
People were buying the fat packs and keeping the bricks sealed.
Yeah, I remember that. I have 3 bricks of land sealed still from Battle for Zendikar.
I have a couple tucked away.
Yeah, I just figured I'd hold on to them. I don't need any more for like decks for draft and stuff. You're gonna go first?
Yeah, I'll go first.
Sounds good.
All right. Let's see. Yields.
I hope it's keepable. Well,
I'll keep this.
It's not a great start, but I'll give it a shot. I mean, got some stuff.
Okay. I'm on the play, so I will play a land and I'll play a creature.
Well, you started with something, so
I did.
I'll draw. Play a forest, and I'll say go.
I'll swing in for 1.
Take one. I go to
Gain
19.
a life.
Yep.
Play a land for turn. Actually, I should have done. I brought him out then Swan.
Yeah, because then you would have got the counter.
Yeah.
Draw. I see what you're doing there. I see what's going on. Well, do I actually achieve anything by doing that? No. So what I'm going to do is I'll tap forest, float green, play a Gruul Turf, return forest to my hand. Floating 1 green, I will let it exit my mana pool and pass it back to you. Put some early pressure on me here, especially with that Pride Mate. He gets big.
Indeed. All right. So now, does the counter apply after combat resolves?
Yeah, well, it's like,
So they both swing in.
yeah, because the damage is dealt simultaneously, the life gain occurs as a result of the damage. And my understanding is the counter would then be placed on because they both deal damage at the same time.
Okay, so that's
So I take 3. Go to 16.
And let's see.
Play something else.
Sure.
You're just going and going and going.
There we go.
Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I had to discard a card last turn. I didn't realize this because of the Gruul Turf. I had bounced one up.
So what happens now?
I have to discard a card down to hand size, which I should have done last turn. So, what am I going to discard? Well, that's sad. I guess I'll discard this Corpjack's Menace.
Okay.
Which is sad. It's a good card. Untap draw.
That just means you have a lot of better cards in your hand.
Maybe. I'll play Swamp, which is sad because Corpjack Menace. Let's see, I can cast for 3. I feel like I have to do that. So red, green. And I'll Fireball for 1, Serra Ascendant.
Okay.
Not a glorious use of Fireball, but I'll pass it back. I can't let that Ajani's Pride Mate get bigger.
Yeah, I should have been. It could have been a 4/4.
I could have already, yeah.
Alrighty. I shall swing in for 3.
No effects.
Effects.
Go 13.
Okay. And I'd be discarding your top 10 cards here.
You just it's a pet card for you, isn't it? 1,
I like it.
2, 3. These are all my mid-range cards. 4, 5, 6, 7. It's a lot of good. 8, 9. Well, how many lands did I hit there? Hardly any.
Hardly any land.
That's a bad sign. 1 land out of that. Well, you might have done me a favor. Maybe it'll make sure I draw lands now.
Okay, pass it back to you.
Draw.
Your bulky graveyard.
Yep. Play a forest. Tap 4. Ivy Elemental X3. And I'll say go.
That'll come out clear on that mic. All right.
Excuse me. Yeah, I'll have to cut
if
that
it's a
out.
good mic. If it's a good mic. Oh, we got 5 cards, 5 lands.
Who's in the base? Low rumble.
Yeah, in the low frequencies. Let's let's tap and target puts X number. Yeah,
So mill 1.
Yeah,
forest.
Good. pass it back to you.
All right. On tap, draw. Forest.
Jeez,
just
still
drew.
getting your lands.
Well, because you milled away all my my good stuff.
Meat.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess what I'm gonna do is I'll tap 4, hunt the weak, put a counter on Ivy Elemental, have it fight a Johnny's Pridemate. Then go to combat.
Yep.
Attack for 4. Gotta do something. All right, go ahead.
All right. I'll pass it back to you.
He's holding up something. Either some really big game finishers or some sort of removal. Play a forest. Go to combat.
Yep.
Attack for 4.
Okay.
Second main. I'll tap 3 for a Phantom Tiger. Enters battlefield with 2/+1 counters on it. And then pass it back again.
I'll Reef Soul.
Power 3 or less. And it's destroy, right? Yeah, so his prevent damage doesn't resolve, he just dies. That's what she said.
I'll pass it back to you.
Untap,
Unfortunately, not strong a bit, but then dwindles.
play a mountain. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I will go to combat. Attack for 4.
Okay, take 4.
Somebody's playing a long game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Second main phase. I will X5 Genesis Hydra. Resolves.
I believe not.
Mana Leak. Unless he pays 3. Sure. No resolves. Go ahead. The brave man who mainboards Mana Leak. Although it did its work that time.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not getting my lands. This is my issue. This is my issue. Pass it back to you.
You're probably holding one of those like 7 drops.
Maybe.
Draw. So I'll tap Float a Forest, play Golgari Rot Farm, return Forest to my hand, so floating green. Then we'll let the green leave the mana pool. We'll go to combat.
Yep.
Attack for 4.
I'll block this time.
Okay. And then I pass to you.
All right.
6.
Good lord. You know, I have 3 Evolving Wilds in there, and like I'd like to see one.
Yeah.
Another doodad.
Wing Shards. Or a Praetor. Elesh Norn, maybe?
Or both.
Or both.
I'll put that out for now.
Trepanation Blade.
Go ahead.
I'm trepanation.
Very naked right now. Feeling very naked.
I'll draw.
Very exposed.
That's okay. Just remember that you did, like, I'll play Forest. Basically put 80% of my playables into the graveyard.
It may not matter.
Go to combat.
Yep.
Attack for 4.
Yep. Easy pickings.
All right. And then I'll pass it to you.
All right.
White precinct 6. You want to know how many creatures I have?
Yes, please.
1, 2, 3. That's a lot this time. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That might win you the game, Todd. 10.
All right, so it's an 11-11.
Yep. Put this right here.
Oh yeah, I can equip it too. Might as well.
Here, white at precinct 6 might win you the game.
So whenever equipped, yes, whenever equipped creature attacks defending player, reveals cards from the top of his or library. He hasn't revealed enough.
Yep.
Until you reveal a land card. The creature gets +1/+0 until end of turn for every card revealed this way. That player puts the revealed cards into his graveyard.
It's creature attacks too. So the reality is, are you good?
I'm good.
Like, odds are you win next turn. Especially because Charles is now drawing only lands. Even though I have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mana available. Because if I block, I lose the one creature. If I don't block, oh, let's go. I'll pass to you.
Sure.
You gotta play to your outs, right?
Hello. Enough black. Yeah, so when I tag it, so it triggers right away. Like even before you decide to block it or not, you got to fulfill the.
Yeah, because it's not attack. I can choose to block after, in fact.
Right. Okay, so I'll swing it.
Okay, so trigger. I reveal until I reveal a land card.
Yeah, that's right.
And you get a +1 for each of those.
Yeah, so
you get a +1.
Yeah, so he's at 12 right now.
Okay.
Right.
Well, yeah. So my best bet is actually to allow the damage through.
Yeah.
I go to 1.
Yeah. So basically, if you can buff that card on the next turn, you win.
We'll see.
But if I sit there like a hump, worth a shot. Okay. I was hoping actually that you wouldn't hit that land right away because
then we go to 13 and a half.
You would have blocked, and I figured, well, you know, there's a good chance you might draw more than 2 cards.
Yep.
It was a good chance to take. Okay, go ahead.
All right. Draw.
On a smirk, I'm sensing a very good possibility of this. No?
I know what I drew. So, play a mountain. Play Rakdos Carnea tapped. Bounce the mountain. Floating green.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a May. Yeah, you got it.
I got it?
Yeah. Well, we get to go to a game 3,
wow,
so that's relevant.
This looked very dismal there.
Yeah, just like in game 1 when you're playing against me. What do I have next? Another forest? Tiger.
So yeah, I had Elish Norn and Swing Shards in my hand.
It's my channel Fireball. It's brutal. I'll tell you, Mill 10 is a huge hit in limited.
Yeah, no kidding.
You did have the Wing Shards and Elish Norn. It goes down to this one. This is it. This determines the champion.
Well, actually, this is like awesome. When I can do my 10 to you,
if you can mill 10, your white's going to easily be a 3/3 or 4/4, and in this case, it was way bigger. I guess I'll take the play for the last game.
Sure.
Try to sneak a win in here. Transformational sideboard and change decks. I gotta go home in this freezing rain. Oh, it doesn't look too bad right now.
No, that's not
pretty good.
Well, it's good we can bring some degree of value of entertainment to prospective viewer, because there's nothing like playing a rubber match.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. If you want a nice, fun, interactive match, a little bit of back and forth, it's definitely where you want it to be.
Yeah. Bit of a roller coaster game there. So where'd you pick that mic up?
Got this one at Staples
Oh, yeah.
office supply store. They were on sale for $60.
Okay, regular like 100 or something.
Yeah, just under.
I've heard of the
Yeah,
little microphone.
Snowball Ice. Yeah, the Snowball Yeti is better, or the the Yeti is like the better mic, but it's like $200.
But is it? Can you justify the sound for $200 versus the sound quality versus what this does for you?
I think this one's really good.
It's definitely a step up from where you got left from, right?
Yeah, and when if I have this in front of me and I'm doing narration or something, the mic's beautiful. It's perfect. And it is a condenser, so I mean it has some features.
All right, you'll be on the play, I take it?
Yes, I will.
Okay.
2, 3. Perfect draw. This will be the first time Charles has to mulligan. I have to mulligan, Todd.
Wow. I'm going to keep this.
Uh-oh.
I got 2 Evolving Wilds in my hand.
You mulliganed last time.
I did.
Both times, I think. Didn't you?
Once?
Maybe once.
See the instant reveal replay?
Yep.
Confirm that.
Make sure my laptop doesn't go to sleep.
So this guy, my subscriber, commented on my Mana League video. So Mana Drain. He
Yeah.
goes, ha ha ha, so you tubers open cases and no Mana Drain, and you open 2 packs, ha ha ha, nice. For the win, man.
Yeah, it's funny. Well, you gotta remember, like, Mana Drain is a mythic, and there's, what, 15 mythics in the set, and you only get, statistically...
Again, I bet you Mana Drain is produced less than other mythics.
I mean, that's possible. It's a kind of a conspiracy theory. There's no fact... Well, there is some factual evidence to support it, like, in the form of historical Magic production, but the reality is, like, even opening an entire case, like 4 boxes, you get somewhere between 8 and 20 mythics, which means you don't have a 100% chance of getting a Mana Drain out of 4 boxes. It's just not the way statistics works. 6. Well, this isn't great, but I'll try this one.
Okay.
And also a little bit slow, but we'll keep that on top. So I'll start with a forest, and I'll say go.
Alrighty. So I will crack Evolving Wilds and go for blue.
All right, I'll go ahead and draw my next.
Yeah, sure.
So as a habit, I always do this. Tap forest, play my Gruul Turf, return forest to my hand, floating green, and I'll say go.
Okay. There we go. Little thrill kill.
He's always back.
Assassin. He's back all right. Go ahead.
Draw. Play a forest.
Mhm.
Tap 3 for a Phantom Tiger. Enters with 2 counters on it. Damage will be dealt to the tiger, prevent that damage, and remove a counter. Alright, go ahead.
Unless it's destroyed, right?
Yeah, except that I can prevent it. Like, Death Touch won't work against it if I remove the counter, because it just prevents it.
But Reef Soul will kill it.
Yeah, Reef Soul still killed it.
Yeah.
Are you saying you're going to Reef Soul it? Is that what you're saying? Because that's a destroy, right? Yeah, you destroyed my Phantom Tiger last time. It's the same card.
Or what I could do for now is just tap it down so it doesn't untap on your next untap step.
You can do that too.
For one.
I'll take one. 19.
Go ahead.
Untap. Draw. So what do I want to do? I will tap forest, float green, Play Rakdos Carnarium.
Bring it back
Trading
in.
this.
Get all your colors out.
Yeah, I got access to everything. Then I will floating green, so I can do that for X2. But I think I can do an X2. No, I'll just pass it back to you. Sorry.
All right. I'll Reef Soul.
Oh, now you Reef Soul. Sure. He goes to graveyard.
Swing for 3.
I'll take 3. That was 16.
Second main. I'll put this guy out.
Doorkeeper? Sure.
Go ahead.
Draw. Play Forest. Four, 5. 1, 2, 3. 2, 4. Play Corpse Jack Menace.
Okay, so each of these lands represents 2 mana?
Yeah, they tap 2. So he taps for black, red, and he taps for red, green.
Okay.
That's why I keep bouncing the other ones back. Although it slows me down because I don't have the land. I will pass it back.
Balustrade Spy. It's a battlefield. Target player reveals cards from top of his library until he reveals a land card, then puts those cards into the graveyard.
Spirit Monger. Forest.
Okay.
Still sad though. Spirit Monger is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Could have cast him.
I'll pass it back to you.
All right. One tap. Draw. I'll play Forest. What, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 5. One more for each target beyond the first. Maybe I do this. Black, red, green, green. Play a Roshin Meanderer. Then I'll pass it to you. I don't know if we're stalling out here or not. It's like a building board state. I guess technically you have a flyer, so.
Okay.
Evolving Wilds?
Yep.
There you go.
Okay. I'll swing it for 2 in the air.
I'll take 2 in the air.
Okay.
Go to 14.
All right. And I'll pass it back to you.
All right. Draw. Play a Forest. Tap 2. Tap 2. Tap 4. Play a Genesis Hydra X6.
Okay, so that's how many lands you tap there?
I tapped 3 lands, but I left 3 up, and then tapped 4 So like the X value is 4 plus 2 because of the X. I didn't want to get mana drained again, or mana leaked.
Okay.
Resolves?
Resolves.
Okay, so I get a 6, but then I trigger Corpshack's Menace. So if one or more counters would be put on a creature you control, twice that many are put on instead. So I actually get to put another 6 on. Now I reveal the top 6 cards, which actually happens before the counters, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I can put a permanent with converted mana cost 6 or less onto the battlefield. So I'll put Splatter Thug onto the battlefield. These get shuffled into the library. Now, when it enters the battlefield, I can unleash it. However, it already has first strike. Oh, but I do get an extra counter. So you know what? I'm going to unleash it. Because when I put a counter on it, Corpshack Menace lets it put a second counter on. And then I'll pass to you.
Okay.
I was so worried you were going to play a different card.
I know.
You know which one it is, too.
Because I doubt you have the give your creatures destruction, protection, or whatever it is. Yeah, indestructible, I should say.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I'll swing for a 2 in the air.
Yeah, I'll take 2.
Okay.
Go 12. Palladium Mirror, yeah. Look at you ramping like a ramped madman.
Like a beast, like a boss. Yeah, okay, go ahead.
Alright. We'll untap.
Oh, lots
Raw.
of mana now.
Yeah, it happens, eh? Tap Forest, floating green. Play a Rakdos Carnarium tapped. Return it to my hand. Okay, so floating 1 green. I can go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I can deal 6. Or I'm worried that you're going to either land some huge bomb next or you're going to find that Supreme Verdict.
Well, it's known to come out.
Yeah. So floating 1 green, I guess. So I'll tap red, black. So green, red, black. I can do 9. That's a lot. Green, red, black. 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'll fireball. So I double check my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. But one of those is the red.
If you fireball, how much free standing mana do you have left?
Well, as of right now, I have none. I'm going to use it all. But I'm just trying to figure out. Because he entered tapped, I was floating 1 green. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Plus the green is 11. So 1 red, that means I have X10. Then I divide it among the targets. He has first strike. So what I'm going to do is spend 3 of it to divide the damage among 3 creatures. That leaves 7 damage I can deal. And then I'll deal 2, 2, 3.
Yeah, I don't have a standing blue to counter that.
I know. I waited to see if you left blue up.
Well, could I even have been able to access this during this turn?
Not him, but the
Yeah.
Pristine Talisman you would have been able to, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you're killing what?
2, 2, 3.
All right, I'm a dead duck.
Then we'll go to combat.
Yeah.
And I gotta get my attacks in because you can wipe the
Block
board. Block there, so you take 8. You go down to 12. Fireball graveyard, and I'll pass it to you. It's still really precarious because like you could Supreme Verdict me and if you draw it and then just wipe the board, you know. Or you can mill 10 again.
Well, if I had one more blue, I'm done. But if I had one more blue, I could have claustrophobia, at least that. But not the case. Yep, you got this game.
Yeah, because I deal 12 next turn.
Oh yeah. Like I mean, even
All right.
that round, yeah.
Good games though. They were really interactive. Inspiring Call was up next. I would
man.
have survived it. Oh, you would have Sheodred out. Oh.
That's a good
Yeah,
try.
if you had lived past another turn, it would have been a completely different game. Well, that was fun. That's the power that is 2 amateur people playing Iconic Mastered Booster Box Sealed. So thanks for watching. Make sure to check out Todd's channel, MTG Canuck, for some of the best product openings around on the internet. Check out his Mana Drain
Absolutely.
video.
There you go. That's living the dream.
And check him out on Creators, Season 2.
Oh yeah, I'm there too.
All right. Thanks for watching.
If you enjoyed the video, you could help us by clicking that like button and leaving a comment. And to support the channel, please click that subscribe button. Also, don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Twitter. Thanks for watching.